Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Hello friends, and welcome to Fairfield Today. Paul Jasson with you, and as we telecast in the lobby downtown of Fairfield Federal. It's another beautiful day in downtown Lancaster as we head well past July 4th. That's in our rearview mirror now. We're heading toward what locally will be a very big thing, the Lancaster Festival coming up here in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, there are other events that are going on to talk about, and one of them is for almost 50 years, I believe, the Baltimore Festival has been going on. It is just and it's typical of all these events that happen in smaller communities around Ohio. It really consumes the town. The Baltimore Festival is a big deal, and particularly in Baltimore, it's really a big deal. We've got the young lady here to talk about that, Dawn Sutton. Dawn, welcome.
Thank you.
You are the head mistress up here. I don't know if you have a title other than guru to everything that's going on at the Baltimore Festival.
Probably the jack of all trades, Jackie of all trades.
And you've done a lot of those trades too. We'll talk about that. But coming up here on beginning August 1st, couple of weeks away, the Baltimore Festival. This is again in Baltimore. This is a big deal.
It is. It's a huge event. I think there's really only 2,000 residents in the village of Baltimore, and that festival grounds can have up to 5,000 people at one time. So
really?
Yes, it's amazing.
And it's been going on, as we say. We're close to I think you said it was 1976 may have been the first year, so closing in on 50 years.
Yes, we're going to do a little bit of research, but we do know that in 1976 the Baltimore Fire Department, I believe, started it, and it was the bicentennial. So
okay.
that would make sense that it started in 1976
perfect
and
thing.
Over the 4th of July.
Yeah.
But we moved it to August, starting I think in like 1988. It moved to August. So we've only missed 1 year, and it was not COVID. It was actually in 2014. So we're really happy to say that it's pretty much almost 50 years we're coming up on.
And we'll talk about all the events. Again, it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, August 1, 2, and 3 coming up. It's a big deal, just a couple of weeks away. But I guess when I think about it, I think of the big parade that you have and the baby shows. And we'll talk about all the other things, but those things are still going on.
They are, and I'm really excited to bring in our theme for the festival this year because Life's a Garden. We're honoring our Basel Garden Club. Did you know they've been in existence for 111 years?
Really?
So
I see their flowers at the fair when in the wing there where they have all the roses and all that. I always remember they're a very big deal.
They are, and they decorate the town, and they also give 4 scholarships out annually. So we are so honored to be giving them the recognition they deserve. And in doing so, we're taking that garden theme, and our baby pageant, which is Thursday night, is garden themed. So I cannot wait to see these babies, anywhere from newborns up to kindergartners, dressed in their little flower outfits or their gardening outfits. Yes.
Because you want them in a little pea pod kind of thing like that. I mean, that's a great theme.
It is. It is definitely a wonderful theme, and we're just running with it. Our festival book, which is available at a lot of the local businesses, is all about floral, has some really cool quotes in it. But again, that baby pageant, opening it up and seeing that, and you can still get in it. We're taking registration until July 28th. It is open to anyone. It is not limited to Baltimore residents. So you can find that information out on the BaltimoreFestival.com website, and that's exactly how it is, the BaltimoreFestival.com.
And there's also registration for what? Is it the parade?
Yes, our grand parade, which has been since the beginning. We're averaging like 120 entries.
Oh my.
Yes, but we are always looking for more. If you want, you can go to the website and look under forms, and you can register for the Baltimore Parade. It's on Saturday. It's the kickoff to the final day, and it starts at 10:30.
Well, and so everything's on there, and you can find everything you need to know on the website, all the information for registering. You still get in on a couple of those things. But it begins at Thursday evening at 5 o'clock, and everything opens down at the festival grounds, which is what, Johnson Park down there?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And then the Ed Sand stage, Jerry Ayers stage, they're there also?
Yes, they are. Yes, Jerry Ayers is the big stage, right, that'll be able to look over the whole festival grounds. And then the Ed Sand stage is kind of back where the food is, so you can get some quieter entertainment while you're eating.
And that's the baby pageant that day, and so that's again, that may be the highlight. I mean, that everybody loves that.
They do, and it's great for families to get involved with it. It's a great way for different pictures. I know I have families that come out every year, and so they've got the theme in the baseball outfit, they've got the theme in the farmer outfit, and now they're going to get the theme in the gardener outfit. It's just it's a great tradition.
Well, that's at 5 o'clock on or 5:30. On the Thursday, the first day of the thing down there. And then you've got a big deal coming up, kind of wrapping up the evening with a big pep rally, and you have the Liberty Union cheerleaders joining you?
We do, and this is a new addition. We've been kind of listening to what our participants, our fairgoers have asked for, and we're keeping it traditional. Baltimore is so hometown. You know, everybody that comes there just says how much they enjoy it, and so we're really going to showcase that in our athletics with our cheerleaders, and they are going to be cheering on the festival in their grand style, and we can't wait to see it. It'll be the first time they'll be up on stage, so be sure to come out and stay after the baby pageant to check it out.
So it's going to be a big, and I'm sure every year you try to, I mean, some things we always do. You're always going to have the baby pageants. You're always going to have the car show. You're going to have the parade. Some things you just, but other things you work around that. You probably listen to maybe some, after it's over, you have a wrap-up meeting, talk about things you can do better for next year. And there's always changes you can make, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. And not only do we talk amongst ourselves as the committee members, but we have a survey. They'll be able to take a survey if they go by the welcome tent, and we take those results. As you mentioned, the car show, well, we have over 100 cars. I mean, we're getting to the point where we're going to have to expand, but we're trying to figure out how to get a different demographic involved, and we are in Fairfield County, and when you think of Fairfield County, I think of big trucks. Mm-hmm. And we have added a truck show for Saturday night. So we're really hoping that it'll bring out people that'll feel more comfortable, not necessarily in their late model snazzy $50,000 car,
cars.
Right? But here, let's see your car. You know, maybe the youth, a little bit younger. We definitely are encouraging those younger people to come out, because after the truck show, we also have Matt Simmons as the band, and we're encouraging people, just throw your tailgate down, stay for the band, and just relax and have a great time.
And I'm sure that's how you like to promote it and talk about it. This is an event for the entire family. You can come and you can come spend your Thursday evening or your Friday or your Saturday. They're out there, and there's food. You have food vendors all over the place, I suspect.
Oh, yes. We have our hometown favorite, Tropical Snow and Ice is going to be there, but we have pizza, we have fries, we have Madison's Fish is going to be there. Yes, so definitely there. You don't come hungry. And then the family event Saturday, I cannot emphasize, follow us in after the parade, because we have Nate the magician on ground. We have Kelsi. And again, listening to that survey, they wanted the pageant to come back to the fairgrounds, the festival grounds. And so they are actually going to do a live pageant on stage on the sands on Saturday. So there is something going on all day Saturday.
That's the big day. It starts at 8:30 with the race, the 5K race in the morning. And again, that's been going on for, well, almost all the years it's been going on. It's been going on for quite a while.
It has.
And it goes on clear in the evening. And then I was looking down here, 5 o'clock, and Shane, my very fine cameraman right here, can speak to that. I hear Bad Influence is going to be up there to kind of set the night on fire.
Absolutely. We are so excited to have them. We keep seeing where they are all over Central Ohio, kind of Buckeye Lake area, and we're definitely tagging it. So if you want to come see them for free, because it doesn't cost to come to the festival, come on out. They'll be there for 2 hours.
Yep.
And they're sure to delight.
Yeah, it's a big thing, like you say, the Kelsi Summer Show. That's a big deal. You mentioned that to get Kelsi to come down for Baltimore Festival. I think that just shows what a big deal this is.
Yes, absolutely. It amazes me how many people come, and now vendors are starting to approach us saying, hey, we'd like to participate. We want to be part of it. So, and it's great because some of the festivals you've seen are getting smaller or they can't stay up, but the community and the volunteers for the Baltimore Festival, we've got their support, and actually Federal Savings is one of our big sponsors, so
Nice.
we really appreciate all of our
Very nice.
sponsors.
You mentioned that too, and when we talk about the Lancaster Festival, which is coming up here soon, we talk about that, and when we talk about Deb, about what goes on here, she always raves about the volunteers, and I suspect you probably can't say enough about them, that probably you couldn't run this without all your volunteers.
Oh, absolutely. I really, truly am a little peon in this. I am the one that they send out to do these things. There are people behind that don't like to be in the public eye that do so much. You know,
Yeah.
There's Ed Schaffner, there's Shane Hamilton, there's Danae White, there's Lisa Hoffman. I could just name a ton of people. So they just like to put me up there. I don't know, maybe I have broad shoulders or what, but they definitely are big people. And without them and without our sponsors, it would not be as great of a festival as it is.
Well, and our guest here is the head peon, as she perhaps talks about it, Dawn Sutton with this Baltimore Festival. And again, it's coming up here in a couple of weeks. It's Thursday, August 1st, Friday, August 2nd, and then Saturday, August 3rd. Thursday is pretty much in the evening. Friday, it's more afternoon and evening. And then Saturday, the big day, starts out with the parade at 10:30 in the morning, and you can still register for that, get in on it. You have a lot of units in that?
Yes, we're expecting over 100. We are.
Yeah. It's a big deal. Baltimore Queens, I always remember that. That is just a huge deal right there.
It is. Those young women that participate, they are actually ambassadors, and they go throughout the whole state of Ohio promoting not only the village itself, but the festival. And they make a lot of friends and do a great networking for us. You know, really word of mouth is your best form of advertising, and those young ladies do a tremendous job of doing that.
Yeah, and they'll be from all over this area that'll come there for that. I mean,
Yes.
all the festival queens will be there for that.
On Saturday, so that's another reason, if you have a child that likes princesses and prince, they will actually be wandering the grounds
Get to
because
meet
they
them.
changed. They got to meet them. Tons of photo ops, especially the Miss Baltimore court. They love to get their picture taken. So if you're out there and your child, or even you, want to get your picture taken with royalty, just ask. They love to take selfies with you.
Well, it's again, it just really consumes the community of Baltimore that weekend, as well it should. It's a wonderful event, the Baltimore Festival. TheBaltimoreFestival.com, the website, and get all the information on there. It's got the schedule, got the countdown clock coming on here. It's ticking as we speak.
Yes, it is. It is. That was something that I played around. I'm almost a novice webmaster at this point.
Well, I'm sure it's a nice website. Got plenty of information on there. So it begins at 5 o'clock on Thursday. Everything opens up at the festival grounds, which is Johnson Park in Baltimore up there. And then it goes on through 9 o'clock, well into the evening, 10 o'clock on Saturday.
Yes, we're going to have Rock This Way, which is another great local band. And also we have the 50/50 tickets for our big bonanza, which is a prize guarantee of at least $3,000. And that's how we're going to end the festival.
Get involved in that.
Yes.
Dawn Sutton with us from the Baltimore Festival. Thanks for joining us. We wish you good luck. I hope it's a beautiful day and a weekend like this to have it.
Thank you.
Sure. It starts on Thursday, August 1st. The Baltimore Festival. Get involved in that. Look it up. You'll find everything up there you want. It's a great family event. We'll be back in just a moment on Fairfield Today.
The Lancaster Festival is back for its 40th and best season yet, with visual artists and star-studded concerts. The festival is an amazing experience for all ages, featuring dozens of free and paid ticketed events, including concerts with country star Lee Bryan, legendary pop group Wilson Phillips, and much, much more. To see a full schedule and purchase tickets for festival events, visit lancasterfestival.org today.
Fairfield Federal. When it comes to our customers and our community, we go above and beyond to help. Our people make the difference. Personal or business banking, whatever you need, we take it seriously because we know you do. Stop by today at any of our 3 locations and see why the difference is clear. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan specializes in banking that revolves around you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is.
I want a doctor who listens to me.
From primary care to specialty medicine, we put your needs first by treating you like a person, not a number. Our primary care team will help you identify your healthcare needs and set goals for success, regardless of where you are in your wellness journey. We care for patients of all ages, with offices that are close to you. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
The reason why I do what I do is I love helping people, and I really love to work on understanding and striving to improve the lives of the people in our community. Being in Fairfield County is having a network of people around you.
I am driven by my belief that every individual deserves an opportunity to achieve mental and emotional balance, and I'm very passionate about contributing to that process.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Welcome back to Fairfield Today. Paul Jasson with you again. We're in a great downtown air-conditioned lobby, which in sometimes down here that's been an asset to be inside. Although we tape here, it's a beautiful day outside, and we're glad you're with us. Hope you enjoyed hearing about the Baltimore Festival. It's always a fun event up there. They do great stuff. So get up there and attend that in a couple of weeks. Something else that's going on kind of in the summer, we can talk about their summer camp, but really something that goes on here all the time. We always like to talk about Maywood Mission, one of the great local charities and things that help so many people in this community. They've got a great reputation just a few blocks from here down on South Broad. We've got Kelsi Allison with us. Kelsi, welcome.
Hi, thanks.
You are the official title, Child Care Director.
Yep.
But you wear a lot of hats down there. We know that. You're involved in a lot of things. You've got summer camp going on all summer down there. You're real involved with that. But when I think of Maywood Mission, I guess I think of the child care aspect of it. That's a big part of what goes on. So you guys do things every day down there with children?
Yep. We have ages 3 to 12. Mm-hmm. And then in the summertime, we have a bunch of field trips that we go on, especially with the older kids. And then we go on a few with some of our preschoolers. And then we just have the fun kind of daily activities and schedules for all the kids.
So how do you register a child or get them involved? If we have somebody out there saying, I'd like to find more about it, maybe to get my children involved in that, how can they do that?
Yeah, you can call us directly and just ask for childcare. They'll send you to me. And then from there, I'll talk to you, see what your needs are, and we can get you started on enrollment papers and just go from there and see how.
Now, is child care down there, is that a half a day or what's the hours for that?
So we can do either part-time or full-time. Part-time is anything less than 24 hours a week, and then full-time is anything more.
So is that like a half a day or a full day?
It depends on what your needs are. There's some kids who come, they'll come like just in the morning, Monday through Friday, and then there's some that come like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just as they need it. And then if your schedule changes, as long as they let me know ahead of time, then we'll work with you.
And again, they have great facilities down there. It's all been remodeled. It has changed so much. You were there when it wasn't remodeled, and you've been involved in from head to toe with the changes down there. But you have beautiful facilities down there for the kids to play in. It's really a nice place to bring your child now.
Yeah, we did a lot of renovations last summer. We did like all new flooring, all new painting, got a bunch of new materials in there. It's very homey now. It's very welcome when you come in.
And again, it's a great atmosphere for kids to learn a lot down there. It's just a great place. Again, is it maywoodmission.org? I forget that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you can just put in your search engine Maywood Mission, you can find it. But child care is just a big part of what they do. Now tell me about the summer camp. What exactly? That's been going on for a while, will go on for more, pretty much all summer?
Mm-hmm. Yep, right up until they go back to school.
Labor Day, up until close to Labor Day up in there. And what do they do when you got 8 kids on this? What are they involved in with that?
So we do a lot of like summer camp activities throughout the day.
And you do it right there at the mission?
Mm-hmm. Yep, in the classroom. And then we go on some field trips. So a lot of those is like we'll go to either Miller Pool or Tiki Pool in the summer. Last week we took some of them to Kelsi. They had a blast.
That's a big deal to go to Kelsi. Yep. I mean, that's a real trip.
That's normally our big one for the summer.
Yeah, I can see that. So
we do that one, and then we take them to some splash pads, like in Obetz and Circleville, places like that, in different parks around here, just so that way they're out of the classroom and you can enjoy the summer. Now,
is that different from the child care thing? Is that stuff different, or is it the same children, you just do different things?
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Child care more is directed like in the early morning hours, because their daily schedule in the classroom normally starts about from like 9 a.m. to 4, and then after that is when the parents start to pick up. So we're open from 7 to 6.
And as far as the camp, are there hours for that particular hours? Because some days it's probably longer than other if you got a big Kelsi road trip.
Yeah, for our field trips, for the bigger ones like Kelsi, we normally will leave at like 9 o'clock in the morning and we'll get back about 4. But then some of the ones that are more local, like we go swimming, we'll go there, get there about 1 and come back around 4.
Have you already had the Kelsi trip for this year?
Yep.
What'd you do?
So our school age group, we split them into 2 separate like groups. That way it's group A is the older kids and group B is normally the younger ones. It's just a lot easier to manage that way. And when we went to Kelsi, we had 3 teachers go with us. So we took, group A, we broke it into smaller groups. That
Plenty
way
of
it's more
supervision.
Like, more chaperoned that way. Yeah. But with the smaller groups too, you're able to interact with the kids a lot more. Like, during the activities, walking through like their ocean exhibit. They love that one, just playing in the water. And then the other big one they really liked was outside when you can like pull on the levee and lift the cars. They love that, especially all the older boys.
Oh yeah, look what I can do.
Yep.
Maywood Mission, again, for many, many years, Jonathan Hanks is executive director down there, and they do such a great job. When you think about them, you certainly think about the child care and the things that you're involved with, but then there's also, they have a food giveaway all the time to go on that, right? That's still going on, and it's a very big deal. And then, but when you think about something else out there, the building kind of in front of the mission out there is that thrift shop. And as much as we've talked about, we've seen the kind of the turnaround in child care, how much you've improved that, what a great facility it is to have a child down there now. That thrift shop out front, it's worth coming in and seeing. It's worth a visit.
Yeah, I lose a lot of my money there.
Well, I mean, and you don't spend a lot of money for what you get. That's a great place to shop down there. A lot of good bargains.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of a lot of it's donation based, and some of the donations that get dropped off there, we actually use for the child care too. Some of like school supplies. Around August, people will donate things like that. We'll use in the classrooms. And then even sometimes some of the families will donate like their kids' old toys and things like that. So, if they're good enough, we clean them up and we'll use them for a while too.
And again, that kind of really helps with the child care thing right down there. I mean, the job you do with young people down there and the education, and then you also have this LifeWise going on right now. Tell us about that.
So LifeWise is normally during the school year. So what they'll do is...
So it's off until Labor Day-ish somewhere.
Yeah. But they work with Talmadge Elementary School, and what they do is they will let kids sign up, so they'll bus a few of them over, I think on like Mondays and Tuesdays.
That's pretty close to you right there, a mile away, a couple miles maybe.
Yeah, just about. But they'll come over, and they have them over in the chapel, and they'll do, kind of like Sunday school, Bible activities, that kind of thing, for a little bit, and then they're able to take them back to Talmadge, and they love it.
Yeah. And again, when I think about Maywood Mission, you think about their job down there, their identity down there is to really help in the community. And I think with children like this, with as much as you down there, how many kids do you think you have involved down there in just the daycare part of it?
In just the daycare part, probably around 60 or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. Yeah. And then camp going on, is that pretty much the same kids do both of that?
Yeah, a lot of them do. There's some kids that just come for the summer, and then they're gone for the school year, and then they'll come back the following summer.
So, yeah. Well, again, I'd highly recommend that you go and look up Maywood Mission and get the website there. You got a great website. There's a lot of things to do down there. I mean, they're involved in so many aspects of the community. It's such a great nonprofit. I'm sure you have a lot of fun down there. Probably seeing these kids grow. You get pretty close to them, I suspect.
Absolutely. Yep. There's quite a few now. I've been there for just about 3 years. And there's some, when I first started 3 years ago, now they're about the age where they're going off to middle school, so it's a lot of changes right now.
Well, they learn a lot down there. It's just great. You have great instructors down there, great teachers involved down there like that. How big's your staff down there?
So I have 7 teachers right now and 1 cook. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, so we have 3 preschool rooms, and each one of them have their own classroom teacher. And then we have our school age teachers. There's 1 lead in there, and then like a co-assistant teacher with them.
Well, it's a good place if you're thinking about maybe that's some place to check out to send your over the summer, or just to get involved with the preschool activities down there. Maywood Mission, Kelsi Allison with us. She's the kind of the director down there of all the child care activities. Doing great work down there. Thanks for coming on and just talk about Maywood Mission. We love to chat about it. It's one of the really good places in our community. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Kelsi Allison with Maywood Mission. Thanks for joining us on Fairfield Today.
Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.